Listen, guys, if you're looking for a stacked NBA 2K19 account, an account with a high overall, maxed out badges, and everything you could want, hit up my boy Sports TMB. The link to his Twitter will be in the description, man. Tell him that I sent you, and he will hook you up. Ladies and gentlemen, we return today with the ultimate mismatch on NBA 2K19. A lot of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. My 6'10 pure point forward that I run on, I'd say like once or twice a week. And you see right off the rip, we're playing a lockdown and a stretch, okay? So I have a lockdown on me. Now, you're going to see all types of builds trying to guard me, all types of lineups trying to guard, well, us as a team. I'm running with my boy Malone. He's a pure stretch, so I have somebody that can shoot consistently, somebody that is also tall so we can switch everything on defense and all that. Now, this build is just so versatile, man. Now, I finally hit 89 overall, as dumb as that sounds, but I finally hit 89 overall on him. So I have 83 ball control now. So I can speed boost after like 1 or 2 assists or buckets. So that's a big help, because this build, when he can speed boost, man, he's just so tall. He's not supposed to be able to move that fast, and nobody really has a 6'10 pure point forward. Most people went 6'8, some went 6'9, but mostly 6'8. And you know, the 6'10 is just glitchy, because when he gets inside, man, if he has a guard on him, he's too big. He can finish around the basket all day. You see, he can still shoot. Like when I first put this build video out, I'll leave the link to the full build video in the description for anybody that wants to, you know, check out the exact build. Everyone's concern was like, oh, just play back. He's not gonna be able to shoot consistently. Well, I'm telling you right now, I can shoot pretty consistently on this build. Like, if you stick around for the full video, I know it's a longer video. You guys have been asking for longer videos, so please drop a like on it. But check it out. If you stick around for the full video, you're going to see there's actually teams that play us with like 2 bigs that end up just like, they just stand in the paint and they're just like daring me to shoot. And you're going to see, I take my time. I shoot from the spot that I want to shoot, and I knock it down. So you see right there, 21-0'd, that lockdown. They come back around. So again, it's a lockdown and a stretch. I have the lock on me. Now, like I said, if it's a smaller player, like I can just get inside all day. You see, I go to the Euro step here, and he ends up getting a block. I end up grabbing the rebound. So we get a little bit of a lucky break right there that the ball kind of fell right to me. But even against a lockdown, like I still feel confident like I can get to the basket, because if I get on his hip, I can still get blow-by animations. And the Euro steps, like I put out a video like maybe a week ago about Euro steps. And it's just crazy overpowered this year. Like, they're so effective. And but yeah, so on this build, man, like, you're the ultimate mismatch, because I put out a video against him playing against a stretch big. Like, you can contest even taller players. Like, stretch bigs hate going against this build because he's too fast for them to guard, and I'm too tall for them to shoot over me. Now, also at the same time, it's a mismatch because I can score on this build, but I'm a pure playmaker, essentially, right? I'm pure point forward. Like, my dimer's so high, like if my teammate gets a little bit of space, he's got even whites. Like, he's gonna knock down a lot of whites, and that's the reason I'm playing with Malone in this, because he's a pure stretch. So it's like anytime I dot him, like he just shoots and it's gonna go in, even if it's a white. Again, you see pulling from 3, that's a green. Like, as long as you're shooting shots that you're comfortable shooting, and obviously you got to know your jump shot and all that stuff, like, you're going to be able to shoot on any build. I've been telling you this. Now, you see I only score 5 points that game, but I'm still creating all the offense with this guy, because when I get to the basket, they have to help. If my teammate moves off ball, gets a little bit of space, if I have the vision, I just dot him. Now, again, they have a stretch again and a guard. So against the guard, like, not only am I just as fast, if not faster than guards, but I'm so much bigger. You're going to see, like, I'm able to grab rebounds over them even if my teammate does miss. He's just a mismatch for any build. Now, even on defense, like I talked about, like running with Malone, like he's a stretch, so he's tall. Like, we can switch everything. Even though I'm the ball handler, like I feel comfortable guarding big men. I can switch onto stretches and still get contests. I can switch onto inside bigs, and obviously they have the advantage on me, but I still feel confident that eventually I'm going to be able to get a stop. Look at this snag. Even if my teammate misses, like, I'm so much bigger than the guard. Like, it's just easy boards to get to the lane, lay it up right over him. That's a great layup animation to have, that one hand just like Statue of Liberty. Now you see we break him, step back. We're not able to knock down the 3 ball, but right away come back with a steal, rip that, take our time, get our stamina back a little bit. Now we got max stamina. We're gonna cook up a little, hit him with a little momentum, rhythm dribble, step back, momentum, snatch, pull up. You can shoot, bro. You really can. Like, this build, you guys see what I do on my slasher that has like a 50-something 3 ball. This build has I forget exactly. It says it in the build video that I put in the description. It's a 70-something 3 on a 6'10 player that can speed boost, man. Now, To me, that's more than enough to shoot. Now, I'm not telling you go out there and shoot 10 threes a game, but I'm saying, like, if they're going to play back, they're going to have to respect it, and you're going to be able to knock it down. Again, go to the Euro step. Too much space. You see, like, defenders, they start to help, especially, like, when they see, like, you know, their guard or, you know, say if it's a stretch or whoever's guarding me. As soon as they see, like, they're getting torched, like, if I score, like, 2-3 baskets in a row, they're gonna help out. Like, they're gonna see it right here. I'm like, yo, is he really standing in the paint? Okay, that's a green. Like, you gotta see, now he's actually trying to come play defense, because you gotta respect the shot. You can't just sit in the paint, is my point. Like, yes, you're not a sharpshooter, but you can't just sit in the paint, bro. You gotta come play some defense. Again, he hedges too much in the paint. That's a dot. He knocks it down. 18-0. Like, if you have vision and you're like, I'm not a good dribbler. Like, in terms of, like, I ain't Steezo, I'm not Cole, I'm not none of these guys, but I have enough dribbling ability that I can get to the basket, I can create a shot for myself, and then I know I have the IQ, the vision that I'm going to be able to dot my teammate if the defense helps at all. So I know that I can do my thing on this build, like, absolutely, you know, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It is a lot of fun to play on this build. But anyway, you see behind the back, right to the basket, left hand, lay it in. So that's 4-0. Again, basically smooth games all day long. Now, it's not like you have to run with a stretch, but it is nice to have somebody that can shoot really consistently. Now, Malone wasn't quite ready for that dot. He takes one dribble. He didn't really need to. He could have shot it right away, but he ends up knocking it down, so it's all good. Now, I can't speed boost right here, but again, the defender's just ball watching because, you know, I'm there. I'm dribbling, but at the same time, I'm looking at that defender, the help defender, because if I notice that he's ball watching, I'm dotting that all day. Again, Euro step right to the basket. Those Euro steps are super, super effective, man. I can't emphasize that enough. Rim run, dot, pull up, knock it down from the corner. 14-0. Pretty much smooth games all night long. Like, we probably like 8 or 10 games. Get to the basket here. Euro step, two-hand finish. Now you're going to see again, they drop back and they just disrespect the shot. So I'm like, all right, let's see what he does. I go behind the back, come back, pull up, green. You got to respect it, man. You got to respect the shot. Like, you can shoot on any build. All the builds I put out, like, oh, you can't shoot threes with that. And I try to explain to people, like, yes, you can, but I'm sure a lot of them aren't really, like, subscribers of mine. I get to the basket and a nice little ISO there, but end up missing a layup. But we're going to get the ball back here and end this game. But I'm sure they're not subscribers of mine, because if you've been around my channel for a while, like, you guys know when it comes to information about the game, like, I know a lot about the game, man. And I've been saying for months, before people started shooting with lockdowns and glass cleaners from top of the key and all this stuff, I was trying to explain to people that you can shoot. Like, you really can. Obviously, like, but you have to have the right jumper on. You got to know your jumper. But people are finally starting to come around to the idea that you can. But I still get those comments like, you can't shoot on that build. I'm like, bro, like, have you been watching? You clearly have not been watching me. You must be watching somebody else. But anyways, end up throwing a pass out of the shot. This year, I don't know why, but you can do that, like, really, really consistently. You can pass out a shot all the time. Again, straight ISO game here. Euro step, left hand layup. 12-2. It's just a set. It's just a clinic at this point. Dot out to Malone, 2-pointer. 14-2. Again, pure ISO, just mismatch. I have a small guard on me, so I can really get to the basket anytime I want to on him. Like, he's just, even if, like, he's there, he's just too small. Like, dude helps just a little bit, and that's a stretch and takeover off a dimer, off a pure playmaker takeover badge. He's gonna make that 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? Can really get to the basket anytime I want. It's just being patient. Defender helps yet again. Dot. Like, half the time I drive, I'm not even looking to score. Like, I'm looking to kick out. Again, like I said, it's a mismatch. Straight snag over the guard and the center there. Knock it down. Again, another lockdown and a two-way sharpshooter. So 2 defensive builds. 2 players that both have defense in their build. Shot clock, wind it down. What are we going to go to? Kicks it out. Lockdowns on me. Or I think that's the two-way sharp. But we're going to go to the Euro step and lay it in. Euro steps are a great way to get a defender off you, man. Go to the behind the back. Dunk. Like, these are 2 guys with defense in their builds, and they're both fast. So it's like, you would think it's the perfect build to guard me, right? But it's just, I honestly don't think, if this build's in the right hands, there's really nothing that you can do to stop it. Maybe force him to shoot threes all game and hope that he misses one, because to go 7 for 7 on this build is going to be pretty difficult to do consistently. But even if they play back, like, you could shoot a jump shot and then you could get to the lane on a Euro step or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to settle for the 3-ball all day, but you could shoot it enough that they have to try to respect it, you know? So there's different things you could do, but it's just, this build is just a mismatch. I mean, look at, he's just getting torched. Like, that's all it is. He's just getting fried, bro. And like, you don't want to respect the shot, that's fine. We pull up, bang, 15-0 again against 2 defensive builds that should honestly be the perfect archetypes to guard this type of player. But to guard a tall speed boosting player, honestly, it's just really hard to do. Set a little screen for Malone. He comes off the off dribble there. That's 20-2. Again, Malone wide open top of the key, and that's ball game. 15 points, 2 assists. Last game of the day here. Malone's gonna kick out to me. I'm like, okay, you don't want to guard me? This is the game I was talking about, where they just look at him. He's literally just daring me. So I'm like, I'm trying to bait him to come out, but he's just not gonna. So I'm like, all right, I'll take the shot I want to shoot. Shoot that nice little jump shot from the free throw line, knock it down. Malone gets open on the inbounds. Again, look at him, just basically sitting in the paint. But now, since I hit a jump shot, he's kind of starting to come to me. Like, I'm able to bait him out. But again, you see, he's just in the paint. That's green. You got to respect it, man. Got to respect the shot. Malone, 1 dribble pull up. Beautiful execution there. 12-0. But in conclusion, man, I just think, like, it's just a mismatch. If you look at any archetype that tries to guard this thing, a stretch big has the height but not the speed. A guard has the speed but not the height. I mean, I guess a 6'10 lock, you could say, maybe would be, yeah, 6'10 lock would probably be the best build to guard this guy. But honestly, I have a 90 speed with ball. I still feel like against a 6'10 lock, I'll be too fast. Like, I can still get to the basket on him, in my opinion. But I mean, obviously, if you play good D, you can cause problems on any build. But to me, this build is just a mismatch for all archetypes in this game, man. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy. Make sure you let me know if you want to see more gameplays on my 6'10 pure point forward, man. But outside of that, enjoy the Super Bowl. Have a good night, and I'm out.